What's up, Guardians? Peace and grease here, and some good news out of the Destiny 2 Bungie camp, which surprised everyone, including myself. They've announced that they're going to be removing unstable cores. That's a good thing. It is. And I want to be clear about that from the get-go. It's just really hard to give Bungie more credit. Because, to give you an example, Mass Effect Andromeda. I know it's a meme, but after the changes, I said it before and I'll say it again. Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't a good game. And for a Mass Effect game, that's the kiss of death. You see, in Mass Effect Andromeda, they had wasted assets, namely the open world asset and the crafting asset. These were very shallow systems. They really didn't add to anything at all to the game. And ultimately, had that time been spent elsewhere, Mass Effect Andromeda could have potentially been a completely different game. But of course, we'll never know. And that's kind of where I'm at right now with unstable cores. Yeah, having them removed, that's a good thing. Make no mistake, but you wasted so much time coming up with this divisive resource, then designing it and then implementing it. And now you're at a point where you're having to deal with it and remove it. Couldn't that time have been spent better elsewhere? Because there are countless other things that you could have spent time on in the game, adjusting and fixing. But instead you wasted it on this, a whole new problem that you created yourself. So yeah, it's tough for me to just start handing out high fives to everyone. Moving on. Something I hope that is on Bungie's to-do list, although I have not heard them talk about it, the new player experience. You want new players, that's got to be fixed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is probably one of the worst new player experiences I've seen in a game in probably the last 10 years. Even Warframe, the developer of that game, recognized their new player experience was god-awful. They went back to the drawing board, designed a whole new player experience that's amazing now, with a badass cinematic cutscene, and that's what Destiny 2 needs, you know? Yeah, that's what has to happen. I will say that the portal system and the leveling is feeling better. I don't think it's 100% there yet, but it does feel better. My biggest problem is that even with the little bits of content that Bungie has added, unfortunately, it still feels repetitive. I still find myself running the same missions over and over and over again. And the problem, of course, is that the portal's propped up like this choose-your-own-adventure style of system, right? Choose your mission, choose your difficulty, choose your modifiers, positive and negative, and then run it. The problem is that you still have to work within the confines of the portal. And that means you have very limited bits of content that you can play. So either A, you're going to have to take your old content, dungeons, raids, exotic missions, and bring them up to the current tiered system, or you're going to have to add new content. I personally would like to see a little bit of both, but that's me. If you want to truly make the portal system an overall good system, we need more content. And I get it. It's not like a snap of your fingers and boom, there's new content. I understand that. It takes time. But it is something that definitely needs to be addressed. But it is feeling better. I'm currently at like 440 something, so not quite at 450 yet. I don't know how that leveling system is going to work once I get there, but I guess I'm going to find out. Make no mistake, I do think that Bungie will get a small spike at Renegades before it drops back down again, which is a bummer, but here we are. Ultimately, I got to ask the question, the amount of time you spent dicking with this stuff, how many players did you lose in that same time frame? Or just daily? How many players did you lose every single day on portal adjustments and portal content and unstable cores? I get that it can't happen at the snap of your fingers. I get that it takes time. But with no real communication here, I got to ask the question, this is the most concerning thing. how much time do you think you have left? Because it's not as if the hemorrhaging of players has stopped. It's continuing. But it's nerve-wracking, to say the least. Anyway, so if you're wondering, is the portal fixed? Is the leveling fixed? I'll say this. It feels better. In addition, Bungie has buffed some of the various subclasses. Those are feeling good. They're fun. They're enjoyable. They are. I like the weekly events. It's a suggestion that I made in a video a while ago. I think those weekly little events need to continue. I would like to see, whenever applicable, I would like to see a new weapon added instead of the same weapons being used over and over and over again. Just throw a new weapon in there. It doesn't have to be 5 or 10. Just one, even just one new weapon. At least give people something to chase, something for people to pursue. That's what it's going to take on those new events. I would like to see another event where we do old Eververse cosmetics in the reward track, right? You get the little Ingram and you get some Eververse cosmetics. I would like to see that come back occasionally, and because I think that's a good thing as well. In regards to earning players' trust back, here's the problem. We've heard this song and dance before. Bungie has said this very same thing. We want to earn our players' trust back. Yeah, but you said the same exact thing before, and then you went back to your old habits. So, yeah, obviously, actions, not words, is going to be the biggest kind of sign of change. And that's not going to be something that's going to change, or at least you're not going to gain players' trust back within 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months. This is potentially going to take you a year or more to actually earn your players' trust back, consistently doing the right thing. No more scandals, no more backlash, doing the right thing, choosing the right option. And I don't know if you're ready for that, but time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. Feel free to let me know what you think down in the comment section below, or don't, whatever you're feeling. And until next time, peace out.